beating the number 1 seeded OKC Thunder without Draymond Green and Jonathan Kuminga on a night where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 52 and Stephen Curry shot just 6 for 15, the Golden State Warriors' upset was big time. Now tied with the Kings for the final play-in tournament spot and just 3 back of the Clippers for a guaranteed playoff spot, the Warriors won their second straight game for the 3rd time this month and are now plus 500 in January. Of course, after starting the season 12-3 and having gone 12-20 since has been disappointing, and while Stephen Curry's recently called this team quote-unquote mid, he's also been on record saying the Warriors can compete with any team in the playoffs. Against the Thunder, the Warriors joined the Mavericks as one of 2 teams to have beaten OKC twice this season. Stay tuned for how the Dubs got it done. Right quick, over 80% of you watching right now are not subscribed, so if you're in that percentage, please subscribe, splash thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and follow at DflowHoops on Instagram and X for a follow back. Appreciate your support tremendously. Back to the content. In a battle of Canadians, Andrew Wiggins countered Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's 52 by leading the Warriors in scoring with 27 on 10 for 17 shooting from the field and 5 for 8 shooting from distance. In 38 minutes for Coach Steve Kerr, Wiggs also racked up a steal and a block defensively, leading him to finish as a game-high plus 14. From pulling up off the dribble from distance in traffic, to hitting utterly smothered spot-ups like he did to beat the halftime buzzer, to getting out in transition for hammers, to creating offense in the half-court with his playmaking in tight confines, Wiggins' shots were falling and his all-around game was flowing against the Thunder. Gary Payton II had the play of the game as the young glove soared for a patented poster to seal this win for Golden State. I say patented because over the years, one of which led to a Warriors championship that consisted of him making an all-defensive second team, we've seen Gary Payton poster opponents time after the next. It's great to see Payton II healthy enough to pull off such a poster because he's been struggling to stay on the floor over the last few seasons since being a staple of a player who can guard and play all 5 positions in the Warriors' 2022 championship run. That was a hell of a jam and a big-time moment for GP2. He posted a Warriors' 4th most 15 points and was a game's 2nd highest plus 12. As mentioned in the intro, Stephen Curry only shot 6 for 15 from the field, but he did make 5 of his 10 shots from where he's revolutionized the game from, being beyond the arc. While his superstar counterpart in SGA got to the line a ridiculous 21 times, Curry got there just 4 times and knocked down all 4 of his shots at the stripe. Curry's 21 were good enough for 2nd most on the team as he returned after missing the Warriors' win in Utah with knee tendonitis and looked somewhat decent. His shooting from the field needs to be more consistent, but you can only expect so much out of a soon-to-be 37-year-old with so much on his shoulders. It does go to show how lethal of a scorer he is that 21 points is considered an off night, and regardless of the flow not totally being there, Curry still provided a significant portion of offense. Dennis Schröder led the game in assists off the Warriors bench with 7 of them, which included the dime to GP2 for the highlight play of the game to seal it. Schröder was coming off leading the Warriors to a win against the Jazz by scoring a team most 23. Mike Dunleavy's most recent trade pickup producing nicely is a good sign, as Dennis is creating a good amount of offense for Steve Kerr's system. It'll be interesting to see how long Dennis will be the Warriors' most recent trade pickup. Kevon Looney was a menace for the Dubs on the inside offensively and just about everywhere they needed him defensively. Looney's 18 points were a Warrior 3rd most, trailing only Andrew Wiggins and Stephen Curry, and those points combined with Brandon Podziemski to provide 29 bench points between the 2 of them alone. Most significantly for Kevon, it was his relentless activity defensively. Proving how Looney was the most engaged player on the defensive end by far against OKC on Wednesday night, Kevon doubled up any other player in total blocks in the game. Let me know your takes on the Dubs down below. This was your boy D-Flow, and I'll see you next video.